Howdy, partners. We're coming to you here from Port Aransas, Texas, right? We're just out here on a quick few-day trip down to the beach. You can see it actually right behind me. I'm just gonna be giving you some quick film from the balcony at the place we're staying at, Port Royal. And the first thing that you need to know whenever you're gonna come to Port Aransas, Texas, is that when you're here, you're gonna be on island time, right? Don't expect things to be happening really quickly. It's just a big thing for the small community here is that things that are good take a little bit of time, have a little bit of patience. When you're here, you're really here to relax at the end of the day, right? And make sure you're having a really great time. So let that sink in when you're here on your vacation or your trip. You're probably not coming to like really see any spectacular sights, but more like to relax on the beach. The number two thing that you need to know about whenever you're coming here to Port Aransas, Texas, is my personal favorite coffee shop in the world, and I think it could be yours too, Coffee Waves, right? It's a little coffee shop here on the island, spectacular atmosphere inside. You can go in, they have gelato there, they have every kind of coffee you could imagine, mixed beverages. It's gonna be a really good time for you guys. You'll be able to get your caffeine in while you're on your trip and make sure that you're not missing out on that, but definitely something to check out whenever you're here at Port Aransas, Texas. And so the number three thing that you need to know whenever you're here in Port Aransas is that it is a really great place to go fishing down here at the Texas coast. There's a lot of ways you can do it. They got pier fishing here. You can go out on bay fishing tours with yourself and your family. You can actually go deep sea fishing. There's estuaries here on the Aransas Bass Island, right, that you can go into and you can use your cast netting. So bring out your tackle box. I know, unfortunately, I'm not doing any of that this trip, but it's definitely a great place for that. You can bring out everybody, do some of that family-friendly fishing, right? Enjoy some of that island time we were talking about, you know, take it nice and easy. It will be hot, as I think you can see. I just walked out here wearing a jacket. It's probably a mistake. It's really cold inside where we're staying, but a lot of fishing to be done in a lot of different ways that you can be sure to enjoy when you're here in Port Aransas. And so the fourth thing that you need to know before you come here to Port Aransas, Texas, is actually one of the best bird watching places. I know personally I enjoy people watching the most, of which you can do some great people watching anytime you're at the beach, of course, but for any of you folks that might be watching that enjoy it, there's like thousands of different kinds of birds that come here and then migrate through annually. They have a big birding center here on the island. It might seem surprising, but if you just are looking out here on the patio, you'll see several different species of birds going by, not just seagulls like you'd expect in a lot of places. So that's something you enjoy from a little bit of a wildlife perspective whenever you're here in Port Aransas. And so the number five thing you need to know before you come to Port Aransas is that it is going to be a really small town. There's like maybe 3,000 people who live here, and that's probably not even full time. If you're coming in the winter, it's going to be really slow. So I wouldn't recommend that. Do come by in the summertime, right, to make sure you enjoy yourself. But it's a really small town, really tight-knit community. Whenever you're heading out here, it's not going to be when you go to like Miami Beach or something with just thousands and thousands of people. It's going to be pretty slow. It's going to be pretty casual whenever you're here. You're going to be able to really relax and enjoy yourself along with that part of the community. Don't expect a lot of really big time things to be going on, you know, just expect to be having a great time whenever you're here in like a tight family knit kind of way. So the sixth thing that you need to know whenever you're here is that it's actually kind of a comedy thing. There's a photo spot at literally every single place you're going to go to. You can be swinging by the giant shark here in town. Every single place you go to is going to have little cutout boards to put your head in. I don't know what it is, but even outside of taking scenic shots at the beach, right, or over some of this coastal landscape, everywhere you go, it's like that's the number one thing to do here in Port Aransas. Not sure how that came about, but there's going to be a lot of great photos to be taken here. You can post up on your social media, right, talk about how you're on your awesome beach trip. And the number seven and most important thing, And the number 7 and most important thing to know whenever you're coming to Port Aransas is that it is obviously a fantastic beach. you're down here on the third beach here in Texas, right, where you can drive your car or your truck right up onto the ocean line. They have actually different entrances every few miles where you can go from the main highway all the way right down onto the beach. Just back your car up. This isn't going to be one of your very busy beaches, so if you're looking for a lot more personal space for yourself or your family, away from a giant crowd of people all at the beach in the summertime, you can definitely come here and you can be able to enjoy that along with yourself, right? It will be sunny almost all the summer. Sunny here during pretty much all the summertime. I think you can see there's almost no cloud cover at all really behind us, and that's pretty much par for the course. You can expect a lot of sun, and for it to be very, very hot outside. 100 degrees plus is really normal weather for you here, so do get in the water, go into the ocean, right? Go into your pools here and enjoy yourself, right? If you're staying at a resort or somewhere with a pool, hot tub, it's always going to be weather for it. You can actually enjoy it a lot at night as well. If you want to go on little night walks on the beach, you will get a really nice cool breeze off the ocean to be able to do that. If you're worried about it being too hot outside during like 3-4 o'clock hours, might feel like 105, 110 here, literally. So that's something to be prepared for. Come out in your shorts and your t-shirts. Don't wear any jackets. You probably don't really need to worry about that all year long, but it is a great place. It would be the number one thing I would say to enjoy with your family, right? And to bring them out to have a great family trip and have a little bit of space to yourself on the beach, as opposed to being so busy with other folks, and really be able to enjoy each other's company and slow down for a minute and really take it in. And so with that, guys, if you're enjoying what you're seeing, please take a look here or here for more videos that you might like. And if you like what you're seeing as well, you can always click down here to subscribe for future videos. And with that, we'll see you in the next one, partners.